So we're now on to part 4 of the Kickstart Your Life Audit. And this is where we're going to take a bit more action and start building up that momentum about where we want to go. So we're going to look at our vision for the next 12 months. I'm going to ask the question, what are you willing to commit to? What progress have we made in the last 5 years? Because we forget to celebrate all those milestones. And when we look at those celebrations, those things that we've achieved, it helps us to plan for the future. What would it look like to dream bigger? This is my dream bigger. And what would it be like if you asked for more? Okay, so we're going to design our life for the next 12 months. What is your vision for the next 12 months? A vision statement is incredibly powerful. It helps you to navigate life and the uncertain waters that seem to keep washing over us. It's a clear, compelling picture of what you want to achieve in the future. I believe in living in the present moment. I also think it's really important to think about the vision and set a path forward. We need direction and purpose. We need something to motivate us in keeping us going forward. And that motivation is going to help us to live a much more fulfilling and meaningful life. So you need to set some goals. We've talked about goals, ego and spiritual, and finding that deeper meaning. I have set myself a goal that I would like to write a novel, and what my goal is for this year, because I currently am writing other non-fiction things. My goal is to have space in my journal to keep plotting bits of the novel idea and stuff like that. So when I come to write it, I'm actually going to write it not this year coming up, the one after. But my one of my goals is to get the stuff out of my head, because you know, the things keep coming up, and by doing that, this is for me, it lessens that fear of writing a novel. So yes, it's really important to think about those. Other things that I will be focusing on for the next 12 months is my physical health. And you know, I'm going to keep supporting my bones. I had a fractured spine in 2018. I want to eat more creatively. Because I eat very healthily, I've got myself into a comfort zone and I'm not very creative. So I need to do more of that, and more of showing up as a deeply spiritual person. So I've got my things that I'm planning on walking into, you know, walking into that future of me. Building meaningful relationships is another part of my vision. I tend to isolate myself, and I think maybe a lot of people did that through the pandemic years. We have pretty much no choice. But I think you get into a rut of staying in and not doing very much. So I'm going to get off my bum and get out and do some more things. And I think by doing that, I'll create a much more positive and supportive environment to help me achieve what it is that I want to. So not having a vision does really affect your personal growth and happiness. I think we really need to have a clear direction, because if we don't, we get caught up in the everyday, the routine, the rut, and we lose sight of the bigger picture. So without a vision, you might feel that you're not going anywhere. You might feel you're on the cosmic roundabout of life. You lack purpose. Sounds pretty horrible, really. So when we get into those ruts, it's really, really hard to set goals and create a plan. So we need a vision. And when we have a vision, depending how strong you are, you're less likely to be swayed by outside influences who go, pretty thing over here. You just know, tough, strong in your heart, you know, go after the things that are purposeful and meaningful to you. So when we've got a vision, we're more likely to not settle for less, when we've got a vision, we will not want to miss out on opportunities. We'll want to go for those things. So I believe that if we have a vision for the next 12 months and it's really clear and we're in a positive environment, then we're going to get so much more out of it. So grab your journal. One of the things, talking about scribbling things in your journals, one of the things I like to do is, and it depends how big your journal is, you might have to draw several lines, is just to draw a line and put some milestones on. You might want to do like vision boarding and stuff like that. I like to sit and write the story of my future, thinking about what it would be like. For me, I'm very much about feeling and seeing, but I like to do like a roadmap and then write the story around, how that's going to unfold. So that might work for you. Right, question 2. What are you willing to commit to? If we are committed to our vision, our goals, our intentions, we're making not only a powerful statement to ourselves, but to the world that we are serious and we're going to achieve these things. It gives us inspiration, drive, and motivation to push through. And there's going to be obstacles, there's going to be stuff, challenges on the way to wherever it is we're going. If we have that commitment, it helps us to stay focused and motivated, even when things get tough. Staying power is that resilience is an incredible gift. And when we commit to our vision, our goals, our intentions, we can then take consistent and meaningful action towards achieving them. So without that commitment, our actions are going to be half-hearted, half-assed, and we are not going to put the effort in. This is why I journal often and I go and reflect. I go and look at what I've written and then reflect on it and then rewrite my story and stuff like that. So we can stay with commitment, we can stay true and on track. So I'm going to invite you to think about, what are you willing to commit to make sure that your vision, goals, and intentions come alive and you take the necessary action. Okay, what's next? Let's review the progress over the last 5 years. It is so important to look back and celebrate. We're sitting here now and you might be in the doldrums and thinking, I haven't achieved it. I do this quite a lot. And then my mum or my friends go, yeah, but you did this. And I'm like, yeah, I did, you're right. And we forget because we're sitting here and we're in the present moment where things might not be feeling as great as they could be. So it's a good idea to stop and take stock. Just like come into your heart and just kind of let your mind wander back. This is about appreciating what we've been through, and we can witness our progress. We forget to be that kind witness to the things that we've done. We get caught up in this hustly, bustly, horrible grind of daily life, and we can easily overlook the small wins and successes that we've had along the way. So we need to take some time to review those milestones and to appreciate ourselves and the progress that we've made. And it's really, really motivating to do that because it's going to help us to stay on track towards achieving the goals and the vision that we are thinking about. The other thing it can do when we're reviewing things is we can learn from our mistakes. So you might have, let's say you might have launched something, it's been a dismal failure. Well, has it been a complete failure? Have a look at it, review it, look what worked, look what didn't. And then if it's something that still speaks to your heart, then bring it back in maybe a slightly different format. So learning our mistakes can help for creating better future choices. And hopefully we will avoid repeating those same mistakes. So what I would invite you to do in this coming year is to record your progress. I've got myself a little journal, and it's not very big, but I'm just going to jot down my successes and I'm going to keep it on my desk because I forget. And I do get myself into a little rut where I think, I've done anything, and nobody loves me. You could write things on a post-it note and stick it in a jar, and then every once in a while take it out and go, oh yeah, I did that. So look back over the last 5 years. Think about the things that you want to celebrate. Ask yourself when you've made that big list of stuff that you have done, because you are awesome. Have you missed anything out? Where did you grow as a person, and how could you transform in the next 5 years? I look back over my last 5 years, and most of it has been healing stuff in my body, things like overactive thyroid, fractured spine, burnout, all kinds of strange things. But then, I've been through that. I can learn from those experiences, and I can celebrate the successes that came from the things that I did that healed me, or healed some of me, because we are work in progress. So one of my big things, which is why I said this year is all about jotting stuff down about my novel, is getting over those limiting beliefs about, I can't do this. I can, and so can you. Okay, next one, the bigger vision. What would it feel like if you made your vision bigger? So creating a vision can seem a little bit daunting and a little bit scary, but by making it bigger, going, well, I got that. What if I just made it bigger and bigger? And don't go, I know people talk about big, hairy, audacious goals. You don't have to go like out here. Vision might be here, and you just go there. And again, it's about being focused and motivated. So just imagine you make your vision 3 to 5 times bigger. How might your life change? I'm sure it would change in ways that you can't even begin to imagine. So what happens if you do that? You might find that you're more resilient. You might set your sights higher. And in doing that, you might think that you're going to set yourself up for more challenges and obstacles. They're just things to climb over or bash your way through. But we are, in doing it and in committing to making the vision bigger, we are showing our resilience and determination to overcome any challenges that come in our way and on our path. So how can you make your vision and dreams 3 to 5 times bigger? First step is be honest about what you want. Look deep, deep, deep within, come into your heart, and be really, really passionate, really, really honest about your passions, your purpose, your strengths. Yeah, look at those weaknesses. How can you overcome them? Or are they just things that that they're a part of you, and you will take baby steps to overcome them. Get a clear understanding, and then we can take the next step. Now, you have to be willing to take risks, to step out of your comfort zone. So when you do step out of your comfort zone, so here's a comfort zone, or your little baby steps, you open yourself up to greater opportunities and possibilities, and you only have to do it one step at a time. And you've got to be willing to put the work in. Setting a bigger vision is only the first step. And you've got to be willing to put in the time, the resources, the effort, and the energy to make things happen. And that means being consistent and persistent in your efforts. And you may need to make some sacrifices along the way. And I guess the question is it worth it? I'm sure that the answer is yes. So let's make that vision a little bit bigger. And the next question, the final question, is asking for more. Now, it sounds a bit like Oliver Twist holding his bowl out and saying, please, sir, can I have some more? Because we often feel like we don't deserve more. And asking more is another powerful step towards getting that life that we truly want. And when we ask for more of what we want, we're taking more control of our destiny. We're setting ourselves up for greater success and happiness. I do truly believe that that is true. So the question is what would your life look like if you asked for more? Now, I'm sure there's some little gremlins coming in and going, no, can't do that. Okay, thank them, put them on the shelf, maybe kick them, flick them away, kick them into touch, reframe the goblins, the gremlins, the stuff that gets in the way of success. So I think if we asked for more, we'd be more aligned with our values and aspirations. We'd be more aligned with getting the things that we believe in and stand for. And I think, if we ask from the heart, we are more in line with that true essence of who we are. And guess what? Life will just be more exciting. When you want more, when you ask for more, you open yourself up to new experiences and opportunities. There's always going to be risks. I always only take baby steps. There's my comfort zone, and I take baby steps, and I try things, and I have a think about, well, what happened when I did that? And then I take the next step and the next step. I think that if we ask for more, we'd be more successful. And that is asking also, what does success mean for you? It's different from everybody. So let's do those things. Let's ask for more and then take the steps to go towards it, no matter how scary it feels. Let's be honest. Let's think about, I've set all these things. Am I restricting myself? I'm going to ask for more. Be clear. I've said it before. Think about, what do you truly want? Have you kind of like not really thought about that? And now when I say ask for more, you're going, yeah, actually, I could have asked for more. We have got to be willing to speak up and ask for what we want. We have a right to be heard. And I know speaking the truth can be hard, especially if you have spent most of your life feeling unheard. So we need to be assertive, not aggressive. We need to express our desires and get out there and ask them in whatever way is necessary. So we've got to put the work in, and we've got to put the time, the energy, the resources, etc., etc., etc. But by being clear about what we want, asking for it, putting in the work, I truly believe we're going to get a life that we love more. We might love our lives now, we might not, but we're going to love our lives more than we currently do. So I'm Dale. You find me at daledarley.com. Subscribe, hit the bell, share in the comments. I would love to have your feedback on the things that you're going for.